Southern Coin Hunter here. Today I went to see if my nickels came in. They did not. Again, it's not the bank's fault. Loomis gave my box of nickels to Dollar General before they came to the bank. So next week, there will be a nickel hunt. The branch manager told me she is ordering extra boxes just to be sure that I get my box of nickels. Beeping is my supper, but I'm going to let it sit and warm up. So we got 4 rows of dimes. Now, hoping to find silver. If not, I will just show you how edge hunting works. And I messed up. I do look for a few things you can find on dimes. The reverse is 68, which is on the, you can find on 2009, I mean not 2009, shoot. We're looking for 2009 dimes, low mintage, on the 69 and 70 dimes. They use reverse proof on 68 dimes, 69 and 70 at both mints, besides the proof sets that San Francisco put out. So you can find them. I think it's the FS 901. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Now, in case we don't find any silver, I'm going to show y'all different types of silver and how they look in the rows when you do edge hunt. So edge hunt, basically what you do is, and I do it in groups. So just like open the pennies, you rip open the paper. Now a box of dimes is $250. That's 50 rolls. It's the same number of pennies as dimes. Which is a lot more, but it's just a little more valuable. I do back check. I look for die chips and stuff. If you watch my latest Beehive, I show some dimes. And I think we got silver on the board. First row. No. So, is it? Is that a proof? Verifying the date and the scope. No, it's a 2016. It just looks like it's dirt. Oh my God, that'd been crazy. Open the row and out popped the silver. This is how you get confused. This looks like the edge of a silver. Then I thought it was a proof. That's why I immediately put underneath the scope to double check it. Now this is a highly toned 1990. Oh, that'd been crazy having a silver dime at the beginning. So edge hunting is basically you look at the edges like I just tried doing. You look for a white line or dark gray, which those two were. There's just some junk on here, so I want to clean it up so the next row hunter doesn't get excited. So you look for that in the dimes. That's the quickest way of edge hunting. Now, I've done edge hunting before and missed a silver dime. So sometimes I will flip them over. If something looks kind of old, I will verify it using my scope. A lot faster than using the loop. So I don't like cleaning, but this is something that needs to be done. It looks like it's got dried up toothpaste on it. Actually, that may go into my dirty dime collection. So I don't usually do back checks like this in a row hunt. I just kind of take a quick gander. And a few select coins. Now this one's got a deep strike on one side, so this is done on a tilted collar. Or the die was tilted and was struck. It's deeply recessed right around that edge. So that will be a possible keeper. What I'm going to do is just stack these up. over here. I do not weigh the dimes. More likely I will not find silver. But I do have some silver dimes I have access to at my hands. And we will show you the different colors of silver you can find in a roll by edge hunting. You should always double check. I shouldn't have got excited. I should have checked before I got excited. And I didn't. Dimes are really finicky. They're making a surge because they are going to redesign the design with 2026 year. That's definitely going to be a Dirty Boy dime. Definitely. It's going to go into the dime book for those. Dirty Roosevelt. Dimes are a little bit harder to stack because they're just so, they just fall down so easy when you try to stack them. So we're going to put these two over off to the side because they're dirty. I mean, that one's pretty much dirtied up. I'll figure out if it goes into the book or not later. So let's go on to roll number 2. These are not customer wrap. I might get in customer wrap next time. I have found silver in these rolls once or twice. And I found a Mercury in customer wrapped. So that is a penny, I do believe. Nope, it's a very thin dime. No edge. Let's scope it. It's a 91 Philly. See, that's enough. See, it's dirty all the way around. It's got no edge. It's just, the reading's almost completely gone on this one. Let's see if we can see any proofs. Now, you can get on, they're really bright and shiny. You can get a proof of light designation on some of these dimes. There's a 67. That could be an SMS coin. I'm not sure. You got an uncirculated SMS set. You just, I mean, you can flip either forwards or backwards to look for Mercury dimes. Bourbon dimes are done a little bit different. I'm just trying to see if there's any proof, which would be very shiny, mirror-like image. Then what I'm going to do is pull out a couple of the dimes. I got a Bourbon dime, I got some Mercury dimes. All that's sitting over here off to the side of me. I can pull them out, the plastic flips, and then I can show y'all how to look for the silver. Now, proof's going to be a little bit thicker than normal. So you see a dark edge, like this one. That's the kind you want to put out and check. I think this is just dirt. See, that's a 2017 Philly. It looks like it's been around for more than 8 years. Now, if there is a proof, there'll be an S Mint mark. That's a 2020. Also, you can find Canadian dimes occasionally in rolls. Occasionally, I do find one here and there in dimes down here in South Louisiana. Not often. So that's a candidate for the Dirty Book. So dimes is easy just to spread them out, search them, then move them over off to the side. You do a quick search. I'll go back and check the dates. 22 Denver. So far nothing, and then a couple of dirty ones. I'm also looking for some off-center strikes, which usually don't find those in these rolls. If you do, that's extremely rare. Off-center where you get part of the design and part of the planchet on both sides. Then you have misaligned die strike, where the dies are out of not centered on either one, the reverse or the obverse are not centered up. You can't get those. I haven't found one of those in a long, long time. So we're not going to have any silver. Got some dark edges. So I'm just going to kind of flare them out. Because like I said, some of the silver dimes can look like they're brand new dimes still. They come out of somebody's collection. I'm about to prove that to y'all here in just a minute. So here's another deep strike onto one side. So we got two of those. This is a 99 Philly. Now prior to 1989, there are no mint marks on dimes at all from Philadelphia. In 1990, they put the first Philadelphia mint mark on those dimes. Okay, here's a 1970. And do we get the... And we have the FS 901. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video, flip the camera up, and show y'all on the screen the FS 901. Okay, got the camera flipped up, and some stuff is showing up on my computer. This is FS 901. This is where they use the reverse proof die. The San Francisco proof dies were used. So you got a tiny, you got the, let me move this, tell you what. I want to narrow this down just a little bit. Yeah, we're going to raise it up. Just give me a second. This is a pretty bad condition one, too. Now, I had a 67. I don't know what I did with it. I just want to show y'all the comparison of a 67 to this one. But what you're looking at, this is pretty rough condition, too. Got the die gouge here. This is the one that's supposed to be on the dime. The proof has a secondary gouge. Okay? That's the FS 901. I think that's what it is. I'll show you how you find out, too, on that one. You're going to bring up PCGS's website. So you can go here, go to price guide. Here's all the coins that are listed, ever made here in the United States. You can scroll down to the dimes. Roosevelt dimes, 1946 to date. The more than likely you want to scroll down. Let's see. We'll see. I may have to hit, yeah, I'm going to do this. All. We should put that up the top. So, From 64 back, it's going to be silver. 65 forward will be clad. So as you see, they got these pluses down here. So we have a 1970 Philly. Now I'm leaning over so I can look at the screen at the same time instead of looking through the cell phone. Here it is. 1970 reverse of 68 FS 901. So when you click on there, see there's the die gouges. The gouges in the flame. Okay. Now this is in pretty rough condition. So they don't grade anything lower than a 63. Okay. So this is probably about a $5 coin. Or maybe a $3 dime. They're cool to find. So we got one now from Philly. So that's how you look for the FS 901. It's the same thing on the 69 besides the 70. Now, what they did do, after that year, I think they went ahead and included it on the 71. 71, they went ahead and added as part of the torch. But it's not as long as the 68. So let's look at that one more time. It's slightly longer. So what I can do is click on here. So it stops here. Whereas, okay, this is 69. I think they shortened it up in 71. That's what they did. No, it's the same length. Okay, I was mistaken. So let me pause it. Then I'll show you how to look for silver in the dimes. Then I'll back check these later on tonight after I get off making this video. Okay, let me get into my little box of dimes. Well, my storage box. So here we got a Barber and a Mercury. These are 90% silver. I think I got a Roosevelt in here someplace. Give me a second while I look. I know I got... Here we go. We got 55. I could just put this into a plastic flip, which is what I want to do anyway. So, I'm going to start with the oldest dimes first. What I'm going to do is compare them to this dime. See how it's got a shinier dime? This is a dirty one. So one in the middle is one of the dirty dimes. Okay? So if you were edge hunting, well, one thing is going to be a dead giveaway is that the reeded edge is about gone. And you can see the difference. Okay, let's tell you what, I want to zoom out just a little bit. There we go. See, the silver ones are right here in the middle. Mercury, Barber dime. And if you notice, the reverse, that's Barber, that's Mercury. Something like that. Yeah, that's the Mercury dime. So you notice they use the same, almost the same type torch. Just got an X head on it. Now, so I don't lose them. And with the regular dimes, and well, the machine will spit them out. I only have to take out this 55. This is uncirculated. And it just dropped on the floor, and I see it. See how clean? This is a nice, clean edge dime compared to these two. So what you're looking for the dark gray edges or the nice, real bright, shiny edges. And I'm going to show you the difference. So white edge. So you see the copper layer versus the 3 silver layers. Now I'm going to do something a little bit different. I am going to stack, put the Roosevelt 55S. The mint mark's going to be at the bottom of the torch. On all your dimes, mint mark can be at the bottom of the torches, right up in here. If they're silver, except for the more modern day silver sets that they're putting out. Oh, that's the Philly one. This is it right here. That's why I couldn't see it. There, you see the S right there. So I'm going to put that silver there. I'm going to put the Barber dime in. They're kind of sticking together. They're worn smooth that they kind of suck up to each other in a way. So now I got the Mercury dime. This is a G4. Just so you know. So now you can see the difference. So we got the Rosie right there. 55S. So I know the Barber's got a smooth edge, which is how you're going to probably find them. Nope, that's the Rosie. Here's the Barber dime. And then we're going to pull out the Mercury dime. So the Mercury dime, we're just going to do it by face hunt. That's dirty. Uh-oh. There we go. Do not want to lose these in this pile of dimes. So that's how you look for silver by edge hunting. You can get full like I got full on that first row. Nice and dirty. So that's how you edge hunt altogether, how you look for silver. Dimes is really not a lot to look for. You can find the FS 901. I think it's this one. Yeah, this is 1970D. I've got the film because it was the first one there. And I just knocked the dime off. Okay. So y'all have a good evening. If you're new to the channel and have not done so, subscribe. Look for me tomorrow night around 9 o'clock Central Standard Time with pennies to hunt, since I don't get my nickels again. They promise me next week I will have them. So I'll back check these after eat supper and see if I find anything else. So enjoy your evening and catch you on the... Remember, always check both sides of the coins. You never know what you're going to find. Okay, after going through the dimes, we're going to get into some die chips that I found on the dimes, including some more that I had. So it's about, I don't know, about $2 worth. It shouldn't take that long. Okay, we're going to start off with this one right here. Give me a second, let me get it underneath here so you can see the date. It's the 22 Philly. And we got some die chips right up in here. We got one there on the eyebrow. You got a little one right here. Nothing there. Slight die chip on the tip of the nose. Now here we have a die chip here with a crack running through here and one through here. Instead of using my finger, I'll use a pen. Here we got one right there. Now, that may be just a scratch running through, or it could be a little bit raised area. Of it's hard to tell. And we'll always check the back. Some of these might not have anything on the reverse. I don't remember. Got a little die crack running right through here, out into this part, and that's just damage. I'm going to put these into the tube that I got for them. Those are the, that's not the, there we go. '19 Philly. Got some micro scrapes up in here. I think this was the back side only. I'm thinking about it. Got a little die chip right there. Got one on this olive. It's just a piece of hair or thread or something. So that's number 2. I don't have them in any order, and so I'm going to grab and go. Now this is supposed to be damaged. There's another dime hitting it right there. Now he's got riddled with chip, bunch of microchips here. That's just dirt. Back up in here with a die crack, slight die crack running right through there. This is some type of watermark. First I thought it was a lamination peel, but it's nothing. The toothpick doesn't catch it. Here we got some on the bottom of the torch and the bottom band of the torch. Got a bunch of micro die chips along the oak branch. Got one right here at the leaf, just right up in there. That could be one right there. I think it's more damage than anything else. So now we're going to declare, and this is damage. $2005 Philly. This one may be the reverse side. There were a few that just were on the reverse side only. Yep. Right up in here, here. Right here. But it looks more like damage than anything. It's a combination of die chip and damage. Do these die chips add any value? Who knows? I just think it's fun to find them. A little tiny one in here. Right here on the oak branch. Little micro die chip, the base of the bottom band. This happens to be a 2022 Philly. Yes, some right there, here. That's post-mint damage there. That's it on this one. That is post-mint damage here, but that is a die chip right there. When I refer to a die chip is a crack, and it looks like there's that forms in the die, and the metal swells up and looks like a little bitty bump. So they're called die chips. You find them on quarters, pennies, nickels. Well, nickels in Monticello they call beehives. Here we go. Let's go start off down here. I call this the lip crease, and this is the cheek crease. So you got a die chip on the flare of the nostril, here on the eyebrow. That's damage, and that's damage. Massive die chip here, here. And for these, they look big on the screen, but they're really, really tiny. But this one you can see without the loop. The other ones you need a loop to see them. There's a bad one. So you got the chin, bottom of the lip, cheek crease, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the flare of the nostril, the eyebrow. We got a die crack running right through his head. We got die chips there connected by a die, with the planches starting to split off right there, the outer layer. Got one right there. Little V die chip right there. Sorry, it's getting late. Look at the base of the torch. So both of those are die chips. That could be post-mint damage. But that's definitely a die chip. We got damage on the leaf. Now this is damaged, but that's a die chip. Then you got a crack running from the damage right through there. Die chip, die chip. Looks like doubling in the eye right there. I'm thinking about it. I'm pretty sure Dirty Waters is going to let me know on this one. His nose. Look at the flare of the nostril, the cheek crease. 2022 Philly. That's mostly damage on the bottom of that torch. I think that was it on here. There's one company got a nice huge die chip up in there. I get to it. Check your letters also. I've only found one chip on the letter M. That's in the previous video. I forgot which one it is. I think this one was just some die chips in the hair. I'm just making sure. Yes. See, you got one right there. This one I'm not going to keep. It's nothing really worth it. That's the 2010 Philly. This is mostly from 4 rows of dimes. It's the beginning of the video. There's a die chip there. I thought it was a watermark, but it's not. It's actually a die chip. Let's play around with it. This is 22 Philly. So, I'm not going to keep this one. That's damage on the oak leaf there, there. Up there on the flame. There's some minor, tiny die chips on that olive leaf right up in here. But there's some on there I just want to show. No, I'm not keeping. Keep the nice bad ones. So you got one here. I think that was a defective planchet. A little crack in it. D. It's not worth keeping. I just want to. Oh, got one in the flame right there. That's why I kept this Denver one. The flame's got an extra flame. Here we go, just a bunch of micro die chips in the eyebrow with a die crack. Little tiny one right there on the chin. Big die chip. Small with a crack running through it. Another small with a little hairline crack. The only you're going to find this is with a coin scope. Let's say bigger. Something on ear here and right there. It's about the 4th video I've done die chips on, just on Roosevelt dimes. And the beef had one that I threw some Roosevelts in there to add a little bit more beef to the video. Now here we got 2 die chips on a crack running right through there. And you see why you should wear gloves. Look at the grime. I think I was on this one. That's just damage to the torch. I'm on the eyebrow again. I really think this is doubling of the eyelid. Cheek crease, lip crease. Coming up, I got a dye chip between the P and the L coming up whenever I get to it. Top of the eyebrow again, little tiny one. I don't think that might have been something on the back. So that's just a little tiny one, just to show. I got finger scrape going right through. It might be I think it's on the reverse. This is not it. I got finger scrapes going to do one of the dimes. Let's see. 69. How do I get 69 in here? Oh, I thought that was the reverse of 68, but it's not. It's still a nice 1969. But I'm not going to keep it. How I got it in here? Oh, it's going to go to the pocket change for kids video. What else coming up? Now this is an example of machine doubling or dye deterioration. This is 1991P. We got a dye chip on the right there. It's the only one I got, and I'm keeping that one at the base of this neck. Oops. There you go. Good finger scrapes across the planchet before I got struck. Runs right through here and just stops. That's a Denver Mint. Know what? I'm going to put that in its own little flip and put that in my Finds album for the... We got this month in September to finish up 3 pages. Here's a nice big long dye chip in the head. But this has got some Wheel of Death to it on the obverse side. Yeah, that's all that was. That was just one massive dye chip. I'm not going to keep this one because of the Wheel of Death on it. Just want to show it, point it out to y'all. 10 left. So we got some right. This is damage. That's the dye chip. That is damage. That could be damage and a dye chip. I think that was it on this one. I'm not sure. Well, we check. This, I think, maybe machine doubling on the reverse. So I'm going to send this into a group of people and see if they can agree with me on that. This where the dime got struck by another dime, And it got struck right there by a dime. But that is a die crack that formed, and the metal is starting to rise up right there. So I like to be high die chip. I think that was it on this one. $2019 die chip in the head. Nice long one right there. Above the eyebrow. One right here in the eyebrow. This is above the eyebrow. That's in the eyebrow. On the flare of the nose, the cheek crease, there was nothing on the back on this one. That was just mostly front side. You got a die crack here, some post-mint damage, but then you got, it's making a triangle off that die chip. There you go, some on in the eyebrow. Nice big clump on the cheek crease. Multiple die chips together. Imagine eventually it became one whole die chip as pieces of it broke off. You got some post-mint damage there. And there's a massive die chip on the oak leaf. I told you about a few minutes ago. Then you got one right here in the U part of the olive leaves, on the edge of the olive leaf. And there's one in the eyebrow. On the head, right there. That's it on that one. Those are Allburst die chips only. Right there in the head, you can see where it's flattened out. I'm just going to put that one there for right now. So you get fourth to last. Now that is post-mint damage right there. The dime went at an angle, did that, but that's not. That is a die chip. That's post-mint damage. A bunch of micro die chips all over the head. I wonder if I threw that one back in the bucket. Oh, look at the torch. The base, the bottom of the band. Some of the oak leaves, some minor ones. I think I put the other one back in the... I think I might put a bucket by accident. Oh well. One's got the die chip between the P and the L. There we go. This is post-mint damage, but that's not. That is a die chip. And when I was checking these, I did check for cuts. There was none on any of the dimes. Here we go on the cheek. That's die deterioration in the lettering. that is damaged, but that's not. That's actually a die chip. That's a die. That could be a die chip. I haven't decided yet or not to look at it a little bit closely. Maybe this weekend. Yeah, I think I didn't want the die chip back in the bucket without realizing. Oh well. You got one at the base of the band. You got one right there. I think that's machine doubling. Some people call it an extra profile, but I think it's just machine doubling. And that's going to be it on the dimes with die chips. There was nothing on this one. Did I say something was on the back? I forgot. I think it's all post-mint damage, so I'm not going to worry about this one. So, y'all have a good evening. If you haven't not done so, please subscribe to the channel if you're new. Turn the bell on for future notifications. I'm doing a penny hunt this weekend. I will be live tomorrow night around 9-ish, 9:15 or somewhere up in that time frame. Yeah, have a good evening.